I quite like that little fancy intro that Marcus made for me. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here and welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling live stream in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie arm wrestler, Jake Ward. And of course, I am your 2019 Melbourne Cup left arm, 80 to 95 kilo, third place amateur. Even though it's broken, this thing is still with us. It's still with us. It's still alive. It's my retirement package, and the offers are starting to come in. They're starting to come in, but they just need to get that price up a little bit more. I have officially been offered $8,000 for a match for that one, and I'm like, no. You got to bump it up. But before we start thanking a few people, we are here to talk about, I've picked 7 arm wrestlers that must win their next match. And what I mean by must win their next match, now it's not like their career's over. Some I've picked that are borderlining there, but some for other reasons. And I want, of course, when it comes to this show, it is all about participation. So you give me a ready bang in the comments right now. I need ready bangs right now as I thank a few people. And of course, my YouTube and Patreon bangers for just as little as 50 cents a week. You get to know what is the ins and outs of the Aussie arm wrestler, what is going on there. And every single dollar goes back to the channel. Absolutely. And thank you, each and every one of you that is on this list. Very, very appreciative. And whenever I can, you get videos all the time. And then, of course, head over to Old School Labs. Good old school labs, 15% off. All you got to do is put the code word in, bang. And we are rocking and rolling, hanging and banging, slinging and slanging. Of course, the Aussie arm wrestler gets a kickback. And before it all finishes, if you want to rip off Ryan Bowen, head over. I've got a link. And of course, I might get a little bit of a kickback. But here, we're rocking and rolling here. Pound for pound, armwrestling.com. 50% off store-wide. Just get over there and do it. I've done the calculations, and he's actually losing money. So get over there. Get over there. Let's rock and roll. All righty. That is everyone just for now. One more thing before we get into the show. Let's go here. Where is it? Up and about now. armgods.com. Look at this. Get over to armgods.com. They're going live very, very soon. They're going to start announcing matches, and they're going to become, it's not going to be a top 4 anymore. Look at that. Just that easy. It's not going to become top 4. Thanks for submitting. They even say thanks. Manners is pretty good. Look up here. armgods.com. Logo looks smooth. It looks sweet, and it's going to be one of the top promotions in the world. Their first big event in January. Head over to armgods.com. All righty, who's in the chat? Tell me who is in the chat. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Where are we? Here we go. Everyone's just, Peter McKenzie is just saying, I am here. You may start. Thank you very much, Peter. for allowing me. I've got to update the Maximum Bang leaderboard, so you'll be happy with that. Atlantis is saying ready bang. The mythical Whitney Cup. What's the mythical Whitney Cup? There, J.R. Williams, but thanks for tuning in. Then we've got ready bang from Dan Jean. And answer the question. Who must win their next match, and tell me why they must win their next match. That's what I'm going to do during this show. Clerks thinks that it's Monster Michael Todd. Michael Nasler says ready bang. What else have we got? I see that Jake took off his Red Raw shirt. Too much. It's in the wash. That's right. It's all sweaty. Got an awesome shirt from my guys over there. Fox 8 Ball in the chat, just saying ready, bang. Hit the like, troops. It's good. AJM just saying, hey-oh, Jake, g'day to you too. God's taking over. What else have we got? It'll still be top 4. Arm Gods would just bump Michael Monster top. No, I love the Monster Factory. I won that before the Whitby Cup. I just defended it at the Whitby Cup. What else have we got? Devon's forearm in the chat. Ready? Bang. What else have we got? Ready? F and bang. Honolulu. Big O. Manoa Valley. Aloha. There we go. Everyone's getting in. And Red Catman Studios saying, what's up? Ready? Bang. What's up to you guys here? So there's no credentials or anything. I've got 7 arm wrestlers, and they all have something or other. They've all got, what's it called? What have they got? I've given them reasons, and the last 2, I think, will blow your mind. That's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to blow your mind. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments before I kick off with our very first athlete. Some of these are going to hurt, and some of these you'll be like, Aussie, you're crazy. You're dumb. You're crazy. First one I'm going to kick off with is Derek Smith. Now, why do I think Derek Smith must win his next match? Now, I love Derek Smith. Everyone knows that I love Derek Smith. But for me, Derek wants to be the best. He wants to be the best. Now, unfortunately, his last 2 matches have been Adam Morozov and Rivas Lutsutse. Legit arguments for top 10 in the world. Morozov, you could even bump up that list. And ironically, Rivas and Morozov are going to fight for the Derek Smith Cup at the next East versus West. So, for me, Derek Smith must win his next match to just stay there and thereabouts. Now, I can't wait for Derek's next match. I hope he has a match very soon because the guy has so much potential. He is a giant. He's a very good arm wrestler. But we want him to be an elite arm wrestler. We want him to be elite. We want him to climb the totem pole. 1, because we all love him. And 2, he's just a good arm wrestler. So yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. Who should Derek pull next? Anywhere. I would love a Corey West. I would love a Chance Shaw, something along those lines. Around there, where does Derek fit in? I know there's always them 3 are going to be linked together until one can break away from the pack, and one of them is slowly breaking away from the pack. So, I'm on for this one. I believe Derek Smith must win this matchup. I absolutely love Derek. Don't worry, I got 6 more athletes, but for me, Derek just has, and you'll see probably, 3 out of the list, their potential will just be ridiculous. And all 3 I mentioned will be in Houston, November 3rd, according to Robert Kelly. So that would be pretty cool if you can get a 3-way battle between Derek, Corey, and Chance. So that'll be a mega event there. So I hope if you're in the area, get over to Houston and help those boys out. So, but Derek, for me, must win. So he stays around and he's in the conversation, and we see improvement and things like that. Just having a look at, just having a look. Run the dawn. Oh, November 5th. Sorry, Rob. November 5th. Ron the Dawn in the chat just says bang. What do we got here? Oscar says Devin Larratt is a must-win to solidify his match with Levan. might have to disagree with you there, Oscar. He has to prove he deserved the match in the first place. No, might have to disagree with you there, Oscar. But appreciate you jumping in. Of course I appreciate you jumping in there with that one. White Wolf, my man. White Wolf just in the chat saying ready, bang. White Wolf, and everyone just giving White Wolf an aru, because White Wolf is a legend. Love White Wolf. Actually, love everyone that's in the chat. If we can just quickly hit the old like button before we get in to number 6 on the list. Number 6 on the list. Who do you think number 6 on the list? Oh, they're not in any particular order. But I may have mentioned him. And it's Chance Shaw. Now, Chance Shaw's a little bit different. Why I think Chance Shaw must win his next match. So, why I think Chance Shaw must win his next match is because he got that amazing win over Zurab. Now, Chance Shaw must win so he can break away from that conversation, Corey West, Derek Smith, Wayne Withers, and break away from there and show everyone that he's really, really knocking on the door in the elite. Sandra Shedez, unfortunately, manhandled him at 1 East versus West. But Chance Shaw came back with a bang and arguably his most impressive win of his career. Now, he was on a little bit of a losing streak. He lost to the super informed Toddzilla. Had that absolute banger with Ron Barth, but got 2 awesome easy pins in the first 2 rounds, and then Sanders manhandled him. So Chance Shaw just went, F the haters, I'm coming back with a bang. So I really want Chance in his next match to take that next step, when it comes to the arm wrestling world. And I think this is where his next match is going to do it, whoever he's against. So I know he was a bit heavier than Zurab Tadvaritsi. Shout out. Zurab will be on the show in under 24 hours. So do not worry about that. But one thing I would love, not only would I love my boy Chance he must win his next match to show that he's up there. I think he's got to do it against someone his own weight. He's got to do it someone around, what would Chance be weighing? 110, 120, around there, kilos. I work in kilos. I'm a metric system kind of guy. So Chance, once again, like Derek, can be awesome, can be elite. And I want Chance as momentum. I don't want him to be a speed ump arm wrestler. Okay, he hit a few speed bumps, took on some really quality opponents, but then he's gone and beat Zurab. So let's hope he can climb up there. What's everyone got to say about Chance? What else have we got here? Just trying to... Where was I up to? Performance enhancing pancakes in the chat, just giving a ready bang, as well as the Nightmare saying ready bang, which is awesome. My man Tim, the Dungeon Master, says great video topic, Jake. Great talking points. Yeah, well, I've got a whole heap of talking points, especially because there's not that many big live events, super matches until East versus West. So we got to talk about something, and I'm the man. But I really appreciate it, and I want to get everyone's opinion because I've got 7, and some of you won't like the last 2. I can tell you that right now. And everyone's just saying hi to each other. Chance does awesome against people trying to hook him, but if he has to contain the top roll, his power gets cut in half. Him versus Krasi should be a good day for him. I would love... I'll mention what I'd love a bit later on. Okay, everyone's just needs to pull his weight. Everyone's just saying hi to each other. Chance is thick. Ron the Don just saying all the Dead Set legends. What else have we got? So Robert Kelly's just going ready. Let's Bang! So John Bresnan can lose as many as he wants in a row because we will continue to watch him. So that's the difference. You might throw out some names like a Larry Wheels or a Ryan Bowen, but just letting you know they won't be on the list because anytime those guys pull, we're all going to watch, regardless of how many matches they win or lose. John Bresnan's another one. You know what I mean? Like Devon's another one. You're always going to watch Devon pull. You're always going to watch John Bresnan pull. Love him or hate Ryan, you're always going to watch him pull, who also is going to be on the show after the Zurab interview. So I'm going to have Zurab tomorrow, Ryan the next day. Oh, I like those super matches, October 22nd. I do like some of those super matches you guys have got going on there. I'll be watching that. Yeah, that was Ron the Don. That was quite funny, mate. That was quite funny. I kept laughing. You bloody bastard, Ron the Don. You had me in tears. And everyone's just all bloody hell. Everyone's just all talking to each other. Everyone's just all talking to each other. But what do you think about Chanshaw winning? What do you think of this? So that's two on my list down. So as you can see, they're all different reasons of why they must win. The next three for me are basically yes, like they must win. So anyway, it's because wins, of course, it is a one-on-one match. Arm wrestling wins are extremely important unless you are the most popular athletes in the world or the most successful athletes in the world. But even then, you're not safe. But wins count. Absolutely wins count. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no PC about it. You must win arm wrestling matches. If you want to climb the ranks, climb the ladder, get the big money super matches, you must win. Of course, we've always talked about a social media following does help, but we just need to keep on climbing. Dalskus, if you haven't seen him on Arm Wars, he's in the house. He tore apart Matarangi Head of Morris at the last Arm Wars. Broke my heart. You broke my heart, Dalskus, because I love Matarangi. He's just a really nice dude, and you just manhandled that 160 kilo beast. But I still love you, Dalskus. I still love you, you superstar. But it's a shame that you manhandled my friend like that. So, Ron the Don says Chance was looking pretty good against Devon. It's practice pulls. I can't get in that. I can't. Nope. I heard that Chance was cutting weight. Maybe him versus Krasi would be close to his weight, but I could be drunk. You never know. I think it's very smart for Chance's career for him to get lower. I don't think he should be pulling in the super heavyweight division. I think he's got power to cut weight and still maintain a lot of that power. If he can transform his body, yeah, absolutely. I think if he drops weight, he'd be able to get the job. He'd be able to get the job done. Sorry, mate. That's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you, mate. But don't do it again. If you take on anyone from Oceania, just go, I've got to look after the Aussie arm wrestler. I'm going to lay down and lose. That would be much appreciated. No, but awesome, man. You're killing it. Great pin against Sandris. That's very hard to do. And then your showing is awesome. Everyone's just jumping in the chat. Aussie, what's next for you? Everything. Hip surgery. So I can't go to East versus West or Nationals. And I may have 3 international trips in the first 3 months. 4 international trips in the first 3 months of 2023. That's how busy I am. It's that's how I go. Jake, does Australia pay for your hip surgery? Yeah, mate. Australia has one of the best healthcare systems in the world. I may pay for a couple of appointments, and that's about it. That's about it. Yeah, not I'll have hip surgery. I might pay for an anaesthetist to knock me out. I usually almost have to pay double because they have to give me double the dose. But that's about it. Marcus Thompson's in the chat. He's come in, says, boom, back, not long in. Welcome back, Marcus Thompson, as he's having a chat with his tag team partner. Yeah, thanks, mate. We might talk about that more later on the show. Yeah, King of the Table has been great, but December I was supposed to be in the States. So that could be like 5 into, like, it's really weird because East versus West I was going to go. So November. Well, October was King of the Table. November, East versus West. December, I was supposed to be in the States. Fingers crossed the rules change. January's Ireland and hopefully Turkey. Hopefully I can be at the weekend that Engen just announced. February, fingers crossed, King of the Table. And March. Can't tell you about March. All righty. Let's get on to our next one. Everyone's just been awesome. Let's get on to our third athlete. Tim Bresnan. Tim Bresnan, if you aren't familiar with Tim Bresnan, he is a beast. He was a very regular competitor in the top 8. He has had some of the matches of the year over and over and over again. His match with Kitagali Ongabayev is an absolute banger. I mean, you just type in Tim Bresnan on YouTube and you will see him banger after banger after banger. Now, just, hey, Aussie, listening to you on the way to Karatha. Cheers, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everyone tuning in. Hope you've all hit the like button while you're there. Now, what Tim Bresnan is about to pull Austin Jaegers. They're about to have a match. It's all about daddy's revenge because Austin Jaegers beat Corey Bresnan. So now Tim's going to avenge his son. I love the story about it. I will be tuning in for that matchup. Why I feel Tim Bresnan needs to win his next match. Depending where Tim Bresnan's motivation is, he needs to stay relevant. If Tim Bresnan wants to be relevant in the top 20, because you got to understand, he was still ranked top 10 before Derek beat him. He was top 10, top 15 or thereabouts. Now, Tim Bresnan's, that might not be his motivation anymore. I'm not too sure. But if Tim Bresnan still wants to be thereabouts in the top 10, top 20 argument, he must win his next match. He must win his next match. He has to. He has to win his next match, and it is against Austin Jaegers very, very soon, or Jaggers. I keep calling him Jaegers because I'm used to Jaeger bombs, but it should be Jagger, like Mick Jagger, Austin Jaegers. So I love the way Tim Bresnan goes about it. His last match against Derek Smith didn't get to go the way he was up and about. So that's what we want. That's what we want there. So fingers crossed. Tim Bresnan wins his next match only if his motivation is in the right spot. If Tim Bresnan wants to be there and thereabout, if he's happy just taking super matches against anyone and everyone, then it doesn't really matter if he wins against his next match. I think for your local tournament over there in the States, Tim Bresnan, for me, is still a draw card. You know, it's like, oh, Tim Bresnan's having a super match. Oh, that's only half an hour away from my house. I'm going to attend that event. Thank you very much. Or I will be tuning in to his match with Austin Jaegers. So Tim Bresnan must win his next match. He must win his next match. He has to win his next match if he wants to be around the top 15, top 20 in the world. He needs to continue that matchup. Yeah, I just mentioned that. I love the story. Tim versus Austin is about redemption of Austin beating Corey. That's right. The father avenging his son. I love it. I absolutely love it as everyone's just having a chat with each other in the chat. That's the thing. I love it. I'm just here talking to myself, and then once in a while, you guys will jump in the conversation. I love it. I love that you guys go absolutely nuts in the chat. It is awesome. If we can get those likes up, guys, if you can quickly jump out of the chat, hit the like button, and come back in the chat. White Wolf says, if Tim loses, he'll only get reffing gigs moving forward. Well, he had that weird match. I commentated the video. He had that weird match against, what's his name? And the dude proposed to him. He was on one knee. Dave Morocco. Was it Dave Morocco? He had that match, and Dave started on his knee. That's the last time I saw Tim Bresnan pull. Yes, Fox, I know that. I know that, mate. I know that the chat is the usual suspects. I know you guys go nah. Marcus. Oh, holy shit. Jake's here. I love it. I absolutely love it, guys. I absolutely love it. You have no idea. I wish Jake would stop interrupting our chat. That's the best. That's the best. Oh, I love it. You know, I love it. Number 4, out of everyone on the list, this one probably hurts the most. And it is Lachlan Adair. Lachlan Adair has potential to be elite. Lachlan Adair has massive size. He has massive strength. But he's got to get strength in that hand. He's just got to have strength in that hand. Lachlan Adair must win his next match in order to keep getting gigs. So, according to the US rankings, he would be number 1 on the left hand. I think it's in the 211 to 230 pounds because he beat Pavlo Debenyayev. And then he beat Austin Jagas, which would put him 13th or 14th on the right hand. Dalskas wants a bit of Lachlan. That would be interesting. You may have the heads up. You may have the advantage on him. Just the way you manhandled Matarangi, where Lachlan had 2 awesome matches at Over the Top and was able to beat him, but it was a bit more. But let's get that at Arm Gods. January. Lachlan versus Dalskas. No, where was it? Here. Marcus, talk to Lockie. Let's try and work that one out. Let's get Lockie over. I'll pick him up along the way. Lachlan's next match must be against a hook puller. Lachlan must go hook for hook against someone. Of course, I would love a 4-way Chan Shaw, Derek Smith, Corey West, Lachlan Adair. That would be an absolute main event pay-per-view, in my opinion. If you want to charge $10 for a pay-per-view, I think you would get 10,000 buys for sure. And that would cover them 4 and everyone. And then you can fill up the card with people in your local area. That would be an ultimate 4-way. Lachlan needs to win his next match. I mean, the people that he's taken on has been amazing. Like Sandra Shedes, once again, a top roller. Irakli, back pressure, backside and just rolling over the top there. If he takes on a hook puller, we're having some matches. Lachlan's a very exciting puller. And Lachlan ain't afraid. He isn't afraid of anyone. So he will take on any match. If he got offered Levan, he'd be like, yep, let's do it. And he'll train as hard as he can for the match. But I just feel Lachlan needs to win his next match. I think just so he's still in the conversation because he's one of my good friends. I would love for him to be booked here, there, and everywhere along the way. I would love for Lachlan to be booked everywhere around the world. Of course, when it comes to all my friends, I want my friends to just become full-time arm wrestlers. Lachlan's conquered Oceania. He's conquered left arm 1 division in the US. He's in that, one division. Not in the super heavyweights, but the one below when he beat Pavlo. But, suggest some matches for Lockie. Suggest some matches. Yeah, the Anvil needs results. I agree. He's definitely in the elite bracket. I want him to be elite. I want him to be elite. Dylan Miller says, you're the man. If you're talking to me, Dylan, thank you. If you're talking to someone else in the chat, good on you for saying something positive. Lachlan versus Chance would sell, but bad for Lachlan, I think. Yeah, because, Chance took Zurab's hand, so I think that's just where Chance would go again. So, yeah. Lachlan versus Jordan Sonev. That'd be a pretty good match for East versus West. So long as they go into a hook. Coach Ray says Dylan Miller. I want Lachlan to pull people his own weight, because if he does go in and say, oh, look, he pulls Coach Ray, I think there's a 30 kilo weight difference in that one. So, yeah. Neil suggests Lockie versus Paul Maiden. That could be another Arm Gods matchup once Lachlan's over there. Yeah, that's after East versus West. I think I'm just to the right. No, I think I took this photo. I can't remember. Brandon Allen versus Lachlan. What else have we got? Lockie versus Rustam Babayev. Lachlan versus Krasi. Lachlan versus Beerman. So there's some matches there. You can't pull Rustam because Rustam's only 90 kilos, 95 kilos. I want him to pull someone that's sitting around his own weight. We all know that I love the Anvil. We all know I love Lachlan Adair, but he just needs it. He just needs these matches. Jared, how you going, mate? How are you going, buddy? Good to see you in the chat. Lachlan versus Pork Chop. Yep, that would be an interesting match. I know I'm pretty sure they've gone back and forth on the old chatty me goos. So Petralo's just quickly jumped in with the old ready bang. Good to see you, Petralo. Yeah, so Lachlan must win his next match, in my opinion. And it sucks because he has to travel to pull. And it's funny. Everyone's like, oh, Australia's too far away for us to travel to you, so you have to travel to us, which doesn't make sense. But it makes sense for an event. Unless you've got an elite team, if you bring, say, 5 pullers as a team, and someone pulls Lachlan, someone pulls Ryan, someone pulls Mario, someone pulls Jordan, someone pulls Sam Burnett. There's your card. Australia versus the world. Miss McPhee in the chat. Ready bang, Aussie. And good afternoon. Has anyone suggested Lockie versus Derek Smith? Yeah, I want a 4-way. Lachlan, Derek, Corey, and Chance. That's what I want there, Mr. McPhee. Everyone's just all... everyone's just... What's up, handbaggers? Says Roman Reckless. My man, Roman. Love that guy. Just caught up with him on the weekend. Everyone's being awesome in the chat. So, yeah. So far we've had our four superstars. And I love all 4. And it all hurts me to have all 4. But if you mention those guys, then you have to mention this guy here. And that is Krasimir Kostadinov. Krasimir, back in the day, genuine world elite puller. Zloty Tour winner. This guy is a Gold Cup winner. World champion. The man. Very, very strong puller. Now, he was on the show and he says he's all natural. He says he ate steroids in the sport, which is fine. Krasi is an awesome guy. Krasi is an awesome puller. But it's just not happening for him. He is, I think it's on a 4 or 5 match winning streak. His style does not appear to be working anymore. I mean, he's lost to Irakli. He lost to RF Artem. He lost to Matt Mask. And he lost to them all convincingly. Dylan Miller, Matt Mask is taking on Sandra Shedez. And then The winner of that will take on Irakli Saginashvili. Mindaskus is just saying, get me any hooker in the world. I will make it last. Mate, what you do in the bedroom is fine, Dalskus. What you do in the bedroom, you pay however much money you want. We're talking about arm wrestling here, you dirty sod. So, so Rick Chains has quickly jumped into the chat. What's up, chat? What's up, Jake? So everyone's just all having a chat in there, which is awesome. Yeah, Krasimir is one of the ones that probably must. I've put him so far down the list because if the others lose their next match, you can argue it and they'll still probably get other matches. But this next one for Krasimir, chuck him in that fatal four-way. I don't think he does well. I think Chance beats him. I probably think Derek Smith beats him. But he needs to win his next match. He needs to win his next match 100%. Krasimir Kostadinov is a world-class puller, genuine superstar of our sport, but I don't want to be talking about him in past tense. I want to be talking about Krasimir in today's tense and in future tense. Krasimir Kostadinov, genuine superstar. So I think that's where we need to be. I think that's where we need to be with Krasimir. He's probably that most desperate must win. Must win. There we go. Andrea has come in. AJ's jumped in. He says, Krasimir will pull in WAF next week against Ongabayev, Maharahe, Korjak, and Reno in his class. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. That'll be very, very interesting. Krasimir loves being a tournament puller. Absolutely loves being a tournament puller. So let's see how he goes there. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, you dead set legends. Fingers crossed. So far on our list, we've had Chad Shaw, Derek Smith, Tim Bresnan, Lachlan Adair, and Krasimir Kostadinov. Out of the five of them, I believe Krasimir is the one that desperately must win. Desperately must win his match. Desperately. So I'm hoping, unless they're all going against each other, my problem now is me loving everybody and growing these relationships with everybody around the world, which I'm very humbled and very honored by. I want everyone to win. I want like 45 people in my top 10. So, yeah. So that's just the way it's going to be. So Krasimir Kostadinov must win his next match. Now I'm going to put a name up next, and I might just be silent for a minute. And you guys let me know what you think. Adam Morozov. Shout out to you, Jeremiah. Thanks for coming in. AJ says, I don't know about that. Krasi has been there, done that. He's won probably everything there is already. Other guys have a lot to prove. Oh, absolutely. All these have arguments, AJ. Absolutely. And I love it. I absolutely love. I love your point. I think for me, AJ, it is more. Those people that did it in the yesteryear and everything to prove. I just want them to kind of get their money now, get their mega super match money, because back then it wasn't, they probably paid entry into all of them. Okay. Why does Adam Morozov need to win his next right-hand super match? Everyone's, what? Are you crazy, Aussie? Adam Morozov is a stud. Why I believe Adam Morozov needs to win his next match is because what Morozov needs to do, there is so much talk and he has so much potential about being the next person to remotely come close to Levan. So he needs to win his next match and win his next match convincingly so this trajectory still goes in the right way. If Morozov loses to Rivas, it comes off him, and we're still not convinced with Rivas. He had a great win against Monster Michael Todd, a great win against Derek Smith, but we would still want to see Rivas pull against other people in the top 10, top 20. So if Morozov must win, because I believe if Morozov beats Rivas or Tudze at East versus West, and he does it convincingly, not his bloody wait for the other person to almost win and then come from behind, Morozov's potential is through the roof. And if he, because Rivas sometimes trains with Levan. If Morozov can crush one of Levan's training partners, Morozov will probably be next in line after Jerry and Hermes. So Morozov has potential. So he must win his next match. And I feel he must win his next match for that reason and that reason only, and win it convincingly. For us to feel Morozov is almost next in line to pull Levan, because let's face it, we all want to see Levan pull. We all want that to happen. It's going to be awesome. The potential that he has is awesome. It's going to be unreal. So, Morozov must win his next match against Rivas or Tudze, and he must win it convincingly. He must win it convincingly so we can all sit there and go, right, Morozov is the guy. And at 24 years old, yes, the future is in his hands. The future is in his hands. You saw what he was able to do. You saw that comeback match with Dave Chafee. Once Morozov understands and where he's able to put, and I have a feeling, especially after having Morozov on the show, hanging out with Morozov at King of the Table, I feel Morozov is going to get bigger. What? Morozov's going to get bigger. So 24 years old, he must win his next match. His next match. What's the chat got to see? Raw Talkers jumped in and said, Ryan, Espy needs to win his next match. I was going to put him on the list. I definitely was going to put him on the list. But Ryan Espy's more of a left-hand puller. So he just lost to Corey West. So Dan Man Atkins, this is why I disagree with you, Dan Man. Thanks for jumping in. Travis Bajan and Larry Wheels do not need to win their next matchup because they are draw cards. Anytime Travis Bajan will have a match, we will all tune in, whether you love him or you hate him. Same with Larry Wheels, because Larry Wheels won't main event a card. But if we're watching King of the Table and Larry Wheels is opening against Derek Smith or he's opening against Lockie or something like that, we are going to watch it. We are going to watch it. Larry Wheels he's only been in the sport for a cup of coffee. So he doesn't need to win his match. He's had 2 super matches in his life. Brandon Allen and Khaled. You know what I mean? Oh, and Schoolboy. 3 matches. You know what I mean? So Larry doesn't need to win, and we're going to watch it. Travis doesn't need to win because we're going to watch it. Anytime Travis Bajan is on a card, I am on there. Rivas has a lot of power. Once again, no, Monster Michael Todd does not need to win his next match because once again, he is a draw card. Because whether you love him or hate him, I'm always, we're always going to watch Monster Michael Todd. He's always a draw card. He's always good for your promotion. Because if you don't like him, then it's like, oh, I want to see his King's move get destroyed. I want to see Monster Michael Todd be humbled and things like that. So he's a draw card. So no, Monster Michael Todd doesn't need to win his next match. What else have we got? What else have we got in the chat? Rivas has a lot of horsepower. Absolutely. What else have we got? Georgians say Rivas is toying with Gennady right now. I don't think it's going to be close as all. Rivas will 3-0 Morozov. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I like that because I think Morozov wins. I did have Lachlan on my list. So if you're just joining me, guys, so far on my list I had Chanshaw must win. Chanshaw was because I want his trajectory to go, and if he wants to break away from the second tier and jump up into the top tier, he must win against his next match and against someone his own way. Derek Smith, because he's had 2 hard losses against the top 10 people in the world, and I absolutely love Derek Smith, and I feel his potential is through the roof. Third was Tim Bresnan. I chose Tim Bresnan briefly because if Tim Bresnan wants to stay there and thereabouts, then Tim Bresnan must win his next match. If he wants to still be in the top 15 and top 15, top 20 in the world, and wants to still have all those super matches. Otherwise, he's good to have super matches at all your events. Number 4 was Lachlan Adair. Lachlan Adair must win because I feel Lachlan can be elite. Unfortunately, Lachlan's here in Oceania, so his training partners are slim, and he's had some losses. You know, he needs a hook person in his next match, a hook person. And you saw what happened at Rackley, King of the Table, Sandra Shedez at East versus West. So Lachlan must need his next match to continue to get worldwide bookings. Otherwise, once again, Australia's left alone. And then Krasimir Kostadinov. Yes, he has accomplished so much in the arm wrestling world. I want him to still be relevant so he can start, getting his well-deserved money for putting in all that effort, in the 90s, 2000s, and so on, when there was no money in the event. So Krasimir Kostadinov's on a pretty bad losing streak and losing quite easily. So I want Krasi to come on board. And then, of course, Artem Morozov. And you guys won't like who my last person is. Raw Talk says, sad to say, Uncle John needs to win his next match. He beat, who did he beat? Big Loz. Big Loz. He won his last match, but I understand what you're saying to continue being an Arm Wars draw. But then again, I think people will watch Uncle John pull anyway. Lucha Pagliacci just quickly jumping in with a ready bang. Love it. Love it. David Marr saying hashtag gold bond. What Wolf? Arm Gods. Has anyone mentioned Arm Gods today, Jake? I heard an amazing story about Arm Gods. Have you heard of Arm Gods yet? What about the chat? Have they heard about Arm Gods? Arm Gods. Got to get some. Yes, I will plug Arm Gods every single because that's one of the events I'm involved in, and Marcus has done a lot for me, so of course I'm going to help Marcus out. Can't wait to be involved in January. Armgods.com. You better bloody believe it, White Wolf. You better bloody believe it. I've mentioned Arm Gods as well. Now, before I reveal my number 1, let me get through some of the chat. Thank you very much, White Wolf, you dead set legend, for your super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Super chats go a long way in ordering the Aussie Arm Wrestler can continue doing this for the rest of his life, trying to build that channel. The goal this year, I've changed my goal this year. I'm going to see if I can get to 10,000 subscribers, and let's have an end-of-year party if I can get to 10,000 subscribers because you guys are just so bloody loyal. I want to reward your investment in my channel. Rick Chains, I disagree. Schoolboy needs to win his next match to redeem himself. No, because we're always going to watch Schoolboy. Everyone is always going to watch Schoolboy. So, no. Have to disagree with you there, my man. Rick Chains, bitch. Armgods, armgods.com. 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 Oh, you know what I'll do for the rest of the show? That's what I'll do. we go. Sign up to armgods.com. Probably go for another 10, 15 minutes. Your Dead Set Legends. Oh, geez. Geez, I feel like I've missed Jesus, I feel like I've missed a lot of matches. Just having a look. Jared TG says, what's the difference between normally believing in something and bloody believing in something? Well, you just believe in it more. What else have we got? Ron the Dons. Going bang. Great live. Thank you very much, Pedro Mendoza. Thank you very much for that. A New Year's Eve marathon, says Ryan Dragon. Something will be in the works. I don't know if I'll do New Year's Eve, but something will be in the works. Don't worry about that. Holy crap. There we go. Peter McKenzie is the pran. So serious question. Devon's forearm and I got engaged, but he's playing hard to get, acting all hot and cold, but Fox is gagging for it. What should I do? And go. Start playing hard to get. Start playing hard to get, Peter. Just let them know that you're on top of the Maximum Bang leaderboard and let them come to you. Let them come to you. If they're not chasing you, then you're not worth it. That's all the advice I can go for you. Everyone's been awesome in the chat. What else have we got? Dan Man, I've put Lachlan versus Krasi. I definitely watch that match. I think Lachlan wins at this stage. Lachlan goes to this stage. And I'm about to announce my number one. My number one. As all the chats are going nuts. Either Hermes or Jerry. They have to win the next match to get a chance to pull Levan. Yes, the winner of that will pull Levan, in my opinion. I think that's actually going to be booked for King of the Table. Woohoo, get Jake to 10K. You'd be at 10K now, performance enhancing. You'd be at 10K for sure, you Dead Set legend. Can't wait. Yes, they're celebrating. They're going to do a live show a little bit later on for their 100K, which is awesome. I'm an Arm Wars member, Adam Hasty, so I saw that. Arm Wars. An Arm Wars member. Marcus Thompson with a massive. Jeez, Marcus. Thank you very much, Marcus Thompson. You Dead Set legend. Genuinely appreciate everything you do for the channel. Thank you. Well, what you all do. Has Jake mentioned Arm Gods yet? I'm not sure he's mentioned Arm Gods yet. I heard King of the Table and third place trophy, but not Arm Gods yet. Have the suspects heard Jake mention Arm Gods yet? It's along the bottom. Sign up. Armgods.com. Sign up, please. Before I announce my number one, or not number one, but I've left him to last, and it's going to blow your mind who I think. Try and get your guesses in. Who I think must win their next match. Try and get your guesses in now while I go through the chat. Who should win their next matchup? Let me know in the chat. Thank you very much, Marcus Thompson. Thank you. Thank you very much, Marcus Thompson. I hate taking your chat off the screen. And this is why, guys, like we're all joking about Arm Gods, but if everyone's got an email address, can you please sign up to armgods.com? Because Marcus does so much for the arm wrestling community on and off screen. You know, can we just please help him out? Please. Sign to armgods.com. Cannot express it enough. Armgods.com. I'll do one more. Let's, if I go share screen, I'll show you what it looks like. Armgods.com. Email address. Bang. Notify me. Thank you for submitting. Armgods.com. Took me 2 seconds, guys. Not even 2 seconds. And you sign up to armgods.com. That's all it takes. Alrighty, let's get back to my Dead Set Legends in the chat. Thank you very much, Marcus. Thank you very much. What else have we got? Right, where are we? Okay, here we go. Tarasidis versus Bishop. Who you got? Well, Justin Bishop, I think next week or the week after will be on the show to talk about it. So we can talk about it then, clerks. It's going to be awesome. Still got one more person on my list. I just got to get through the chats. All hail the Vampire King, God Marcus. Yes. Ron the Don, thank you very much. Hashtag armgods. Thank you very much. Ron the Don, you dead set legend. Ron, are you doing that trivia soon? That's today, isn't it? Are you a part? Are you a part of that, Ron the Don? Let me know. Bangarang, says Vertic. Thank you very much. Armgods. Devon's forearm, not anymore. You have been pipped because I've got to update it. But Peter, and I think it's either Jeremiah, CH, someone else has pipped you. You're now second on the maximum bang leader when I update it. Peter McKenzie says, see, I knew you would know the answer. Take this super chat to talk about your greatness, sir. Best commentator ever. Just ask Abby. We'll talk about an awesome person, and that is Abby. Absolute machine. Abby is. Shout out to her. Love that we're able to send her video to Gabriella Vasconcelos. That was awesome. That's a huge highlight for me, Peter. I don't think you understand how much I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yes, it was awesome, Abby doing the ready bang and everything like that. But to just be able to go, oh, hey, Gabby, here's someone, that really loves you and thinks you're the best arm wrestler in the world. This beautiful young girl in Tasmania. That meant more than Abby calling me the best commentator in the world, that I was able to help that and connect people. So thank you very much. Jake, do you think if Dennis doesn't win his return match, all the hype behind his return kind of peters out? Nah, because if Dennis loses his match, he'll just go even harder, and you'll see him climb. It'll just be speed bump. Dennis is only going that way. Arm gods. Alrighty, let me get through the rest of the chat. What else have we got? Oh, y'all, arm gods. Thanks again, Peter McKenzie. You stud. Very appreciate. What's this arm gods that you speak of? Sign up to armgods.com, you dead set legends. Arm gods, please. Please. Armgods.com. Please. Armgods.com. Be awesome. And sign up to armgods.com. All you have to do is put in an email address. And some of the matches that I've heard are going to happen are going to be awesome. January mega event. Aussie ArmWrestlers is going to be a commentator there with Paul Maiden. And you've seen Paul and I with some banter. We absolutely love it. Ron the Don, no one's talked about arm gods, but I think we should talk more about arm gods. Everyone's being... 98% has quickly jumped in. Yo, 98%. Hashtag Jake is the man. 98%. I need to buy another 98% shirt off you guys. I like my one, but I just want more 98% shirts. Shout out to you guys. And spewing, I couldn't video call and join you guys whilst I was in Dubai. Shout out to you guys. Just want to give more love to the people that have been giving me super chats throughout. All righty. I think Jake is the man. 98% in the house. Hashtag gold bond. Everyone's been awesome. I do love the 98. Love them. I really do. We've been friends for quite a long time. Love what they're doing. Some of their shirts look awesome. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Hope everyone's smashing the like button before I get into my next match. But before my last person. But guys, just remember in 19 hours, so 5 a.m. my time, 10 p.m. Georgian time, look who's coming on the show in under 24 hours. In under 24 hours, live. So if you want to ask Zurab questions, get over. Zurab is coming on the show. It's going to be mega. Zurab will be coming on the show. Love you too, guy. Where was it? Love you too. Right. So the last person who I think must win their next match. Oh, no. Is Levan Saginashvili. There we go. What happened there? Levan Saginashvili must win his next match. Must win his next match. Freight Train is coming with a super chat. He goes, I haven't heard about Arm Gods yet either. Arm Gods. Right. Whether you're all watching this now and whether you watch this later on replay, hold the phone. Levan Saginashvili must win his next match. He must win his next match. Why, are you asking? Oh, my God. Aussie arm wrestler, that King of the Table fame has gone to your head. Why Levan Saginashvili must win his next match? Because he is the best in the world. And for me, a real champion defends his title over and over again. So, what I want, yes, he beat Devon, crushed Dave Chafee. And now that they're saying Devon didn't deserve the match, or, you know, Dave was past his prime, so of course he was winning those matches. Right. Give me the most in-form arm wrestler on the planet, whether that's Jerry, whether that's Hermes, Alex Kadecha, Ravaz Lutudze, Dmitry Salayev, Vitaly Laletin, whoever it is. Give me the most informed arm wrestler on the planet so Levan can solidify that he is the best in the world by the Flemington Strait, the best in the world by the Thames River, the best in the world by the Eiffel Tower. I want him to cement that he is the best in the world. I want him to cement that whoever was in form, he's just thrown the ball up and gone whack and hit it over the fence for 6 runs. I want Levan Saginashvili to show the world that no one on this planet is even close. Whether it's John Brasink, Denis Saplenkov, Adam Morozov, Hermes Gasparini, Jerry Cataret, whoever it is. This is what I want. This is what I need. Yes, you guys may think that I'm crazy. You may think that I have lost my mind. But Levan Saginashvili must win his next matchup. Must win his next matchup. He is so strong. He's the best by far. The best by far. But not many people took the Devon match seriously. Not many people thought he was number 2 in the world. So give him number 2 in the world. Give him the second best arm wrestler on the planet so we can see just how above Levan is than everyone else on the planet. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm about to go through all the comments. Hopefully you still subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you'll still support the Aussie Arm Wrestler. Hopefully you think the Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler hasn't donged him on the head and he's concussed and lost his mind. Let's go through the chat. Such a dickhead. Oh, Levan needs to be at Arm Gods. Mate, could you imagine if you got him? Could you imagine? Arm Gods is unheard of. Like Paul Telly going MIA, starring in the remake. Yeah, don't start that rubbish again, Ron the Don. You got me an absolute ripper. An absolute ripper with that. Thank you, Don. You've given quite a bit of money tonight. Thank you very much. Run the Don. But thank you very much for everyone giving their time, their likes, their comments. The chat is going nuts. You need to bring the family out and show them off a little. You have a lot to be proud of with a family like that. Thank you, Thomas. If you're talking to me, thank you very much. Anytime there's a big event, Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler does her predictions, and that's when they come on the show. Sometimes when they're about to take the dog for a walk or something like that, we go and she'll come on the show quickly and say g'day. But thank you, Tom. You always say very nice things, Thomas, and I'm a big believer in karma, so I hope that all comes your way as well. Arm God's caption game. We could get there. Shut up, Jake. We're trying to have a conversation. Yeah, when Don said Irakli Saginashvili. I love Don Underwood. He's one of my favorite guys. What else have we got? White Wolf. White Wolf is throwing everything. He's making up for lost time. White Wolf, you dead set legend. He says, so Jake, all you're saying is that you just need to put in an email address in the armgods.com website. You don't have to rom a bake, swim with sharks, jump Snake River on a bike. Sounds too easy. It sounds too easy, but it is true. That's all you have to do for Arm Gods. I've got it down the bottom here, armgods.com. Yeah, everyone watching, if you can just go put in your email address. I'm telling you, big names are coming. Surprising names are coming. Big names are coming there. Aussie Arm Wrestlers doing some commentary there. You know Uncle John's going to have a match there. But also, like, legit big names in our sport. Legit big names. I cannot stress that enough. Thank you very much. I mean, everyone, you're just going nuts in the chat, and I really, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. It's you guys are awesome. Thank you very much, White Wolf. I mean, you've given like $60 today. Ron the Don's giving like $40 today. Everyone's just been, I've got everyone in a good mood today. Thank you very much. But everyone's been given their time, which I love. Freight Train, if we could only get Jake to talk about Arm Gods and Paul Italia riding My Little Pony. Oh, come on. Let's leave Paul alone. Let's leave Paul alone. I wonder where he is, though. I might reach out to him and see where he is. Alpha Kangle, are we going to see any top 20 arm wrestlers at Arm Gods? I believe so. I don't know the full card and, of course, negotiating and things like that, because it also isn't just going to be a one-off event. This we want, so it's got to be financially stable. So, okay, the first event might run at a loss, but we need it to just be mega. We need it to be mega. Alrighty, everyone's just Spermies has jumped in and said, ready, bang. All right, if Devon's live now, that means I'm going to wrap up my show and go over there on Devon's channel. I think Devon's live now. Let's go have a look. So can you also, let's have a look. I know Devon's live soon. Let's have a look. Devon Larratt. Videos. He's not live. Oh, I think he was setting it up. So he's live for 2 minutes. So I think he'll be live in like 20 minutes, but I'm going to wrap up the show anyway. I'm going to wrap up the show anyway. I just want to have a talk to all my awesome people in the chat. Everyone's being awesome. See you later, White Wolf. Yeah, he accidentally went live. I think he's going to be live in 20 minutes. So that'll give me time to quickly do some work. And I'm going to watch that one. I'm going to watch Monster Michael Todd's live as well. And because Evan's on Devon's show, I'm not sure if Evan's doing beers with Burgoyne. So let's keep an eye out for all that. Ryan Bussier, you dead set legend. Ron the Don, you're awesome. You guys are going to stay. Marcus, you're being awesome. Petrello, I am working on a date for another 24-hour live, but that will be my second one this year. So I think I'm only going to do one a year, but I might do a second one this year, and then we will go from there. So we'll wrap up the show. Thank you very much. Let me know in the comments what you thought of my 7 arm wrestlers. Give me other names as well. I might actually put some time stamps on this one as well to help everyone else. Thank you so much for each and every one of you helping. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for liking. Thank you very much that comment in the chat. Thank you very much for everyone that financially gives to the channel. You make this dream a reality, and I will continue to work around the clock, 24 hours a day. I work on this channel to reward you guys. That's probably why I look tired all the time. Like literally, I think I've only got 3. James is saying, don't go yet. Devon will be back in 20 minutes. Well, I've got a bit of work to do. Go sub to Devon's forearm. Click on that link there. Anyone that's got a YouTube channel in here, also, let's spread the love with everyone here. Be awesome. But your time, your participation, and those that give financially, I cannot express how much I genuinely love for you guys. All right, I got a challenge for you guys. What the heck are you going to do for 20 minutes? Go watch. If everyone goes and watch 4 of my videos, that'll help bump up the YouTube algorithm and spread the word and everything being awesome. You guys are the best. Dan the Nightmare says, thanks for all you do, Ozzy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Quick update on the show. Subscribe to everyone. Zurab on the show tomorrow. Zurab Tatvaritsi live on the show. Ryan Bowen live the day after. Then we've got Sam Burnett live. I'm going to do a little bit of a fundraiser for him. Yes, you watch them all the way through. So queue up for like 2-minute videos, because then what that does is it suggests to other channels like yours. Oh, this guy just continually watch. It's all about retention time. Retention. You guys have been awesome. Head over to Devon's channel in 15 minutes. See if you can just watch some of my videos. I love you all, guys. Join me live. Zurab Tatvaritsi, you dead set legend. Zurab live on the channel. You want the best. I'm going to bring you the best. You guys are the best. Love you all.